Which has more destructive power, lava or lasers? Well, today we're gonna answer that age-old question with a bit of a scientific face-off by testing each against 7 objects, including a row of glass bottles, a bunch of popcorn kernels, a metal maze, a can of beans, a bunch of matches, a canister of highly flammable butane, and finally, an actual boat. And since lava won the last showdown between acid versus lava, your questionable safety method practicing Hawaiian shirted reigning champion is back, Kevin, the backyard scientist. And his laser-wielding opponent in this matchup will be a former middle school science teacher and a man who has appeared on Jimmy Kimmel Live, possibly more than Jimmy Kimmel himself, Science Bob Flugfelder. But once again, I'm not just gonna be watching from the sidelines, because each of the 7 objects will have to face my X-Factor method of destruction that will be different for each object. So for example, that highly flammable canister of butane gas might be dropping into the path of 2 katanas spinning at 1500 RPM in a small room filled with open flames. And as expected, the nerd trash talk commenced immediately.
I love Kevin's cute little backyard builds.
You're going down, Bob.
Don't go sleeping on the X Factor.
You got another excavator hiding outside?
I'm basically Oprah here, because the winner of today's competition gets a boat.
Last time you said I'd win a car, we ended up burning all the cars.
Did you win a car?
Technically, but...
Well, with that, we can... William!
Will's back!
It smells like farts in here, Mark. Somebody farted.
I'll get you out, Will.
William, don't you have better things to do?
Yeah, I do. I've been planning Open Sauce. It's the world's greatest science and engineering event featuring over 150 of your favorite YouTube creators you can meet in person. June 15th and 16th are the dates, and you're supposed to fill out your form. That's why I'm here.
Did you just advertise on my channel?
Yes, so here is money.
Worth it. So in exchange for once again crashing the party, I sent William off to find the official Crunch Labs bin of spare referee uniforms.
I forgot about that thing.
It was time to commence our 7-item showdown of destruction, starting first with the row of glass bottles.
What I have in my hand is a 3,000 watt, water-cooled, high-powered laser. This thing gets hotter than lava, Kevin.
Only in a tiny spot.
That's all we need.
I'm not even gonna wear my glasses.
You have to wear your glasses.
Okay, sorry.
Here we go.
Oh my goodness.
Whoa, it's like a mini volcano.
Holy.
Bob slowly worked his laser through every bottle, setting them up so he could breezily knock them down.
So that's a good way to cut a glass in half.
Which was fair enough, but could lava do better?
Let's do it.
Nice. And by the way, if you've ever wondered how to make lava, all you do is stick rocks in a graphite crucible, then heat them up to 3,000 degrees Fahrenheit so that the rocks just literally melt and turn into their liquid form.
Look at that.
Wow, that's actually hot.
Hot lava.
Horrifying and amazing.
That was also a lot faster than Bob's.
Can't argue with that.
And with the flames safely doused, it was now my turn.
I would say Kevin wins.
I think I won that one, right, Will?
And they would soon live to regret ever discounting the X Factor. Because what they didn't know is when it comes to oversized, quadruple-banded trigger lock slingshots, I'm a bit of a sharpshooter. What? Darn it. Darn it! It's harder than it looks, all right? First try. Yes! And yeah, my slingshot eventually handled all of them.
Mark, you made this easy. It's Kevin.
Let's go!
Next round! So Lava put the first points on the board as we moved into the second event of the day to see which of us could most effectively pop some popcorn.
How did no one think of using a laser to pop popcorn?
That's a no-brainer, just like you.
Don't insult a guy with a military-grade laser. 3, 2, 1.
Wow!
Whoa, I see a kernel. Look!
Are they popping?
Yes!
What?
Oh, I may have set it on fire.
This looks repulsive.
You haven't tasted it yet.
It's like a little bit burnt.
See?
Oh!
It just needs more time.
But Bob's time was up. You have a plan, Kevin?
No. First, just like this.
Oh man,
That's
dude,
clever.
that's Guy Fieri right there.
And then, here we go. Popcorn on top.
Whoa! Oh, you really whipped for it.
Oh yeah.
Oh, wow, look at the smoke.
Is it off-gassing and then burning?
Whoa.
That's
That is
one of the craziest things I've ever seen in my life. I think it's
Whoa!
We got some popcorn.
Kevin's popcorn was the clear winner in quantity. Taste test. But how is the quality? Oh, it's chewy.
Huh.
Oh no, that's not good.
Wow. Lacking. Severely lacking.
It just tastes like smoke.
That's horrible.
Which brought us to the X Factor and this odd-looking contraption. Okay, now I just turn. This should make popcorn really, really fast. Basically, the way it works is you put the kernels in the top of this mini chamber, and then you lock it closed and heat it up over a small fire, which causes the air pressure to rise really high because the air can't expand out like it wants to as it heats up. This new pressure then pushes back on each kernel, squeezing them in all around like a weighted blanket to keep their kernels shape even though they're now totally hot enough to pop into popcorn. So after putting a liberal amount of butter and salt into this bag here, and then prying off the lid to the chamber, 3, 2, 1! You instantly pop 1,000 pieces of popcorn as they're free to expand now without all the extra air pushing them in.
Whoa!
Whoa.
And after a quick shake,
I'll be the judge. That's pretty good.
That's really good, actually.
Yeah.
If mine was covered in salt and butter, it would taste good too.
yeah, let's test it.
Okay, wait, no.
Winner is Mark.
Yeah! And that meant the Underdog X Factor was tied with lava as we moved into round 3, the metal maze. And Science Bob's plan was to use a series of mirrors to send his beam through the maze straight to a balloon filled with flammable gas.
Ooh, balloon. Fastest way to solve a maze is to use the speed of light. 3, 2, 1, powering.
And while it instantly got through the maze, all of the mirrors did too much to weaken the intensity of the beam. Bob, it didn't let you flash paper.
Can we just do it manually?
Only barely being salvaged by the explosive ending. And Kevin's take on the maze was to turn it on its head.
You have to follow your own path in life. Don't listen to the walls society puts up for you. You take the maze and you just melt it down.
Gosh,
and then
get him
you
his
win.
lava.
God.
Oh, it's beautiful!
It already went through?
And the lava wasted no time in just melting its way through every wall.
I might burn through this side too. I can solve the maze 10 different ways.
But one was more than enough.
I think that was really cool, Kevin.
beautiful, Kevin.
Thank you.
I also think you didn't solve the maze.
Yeah. My submission for X Factor on Maze should be arriving now. Right on time. This
Well, there's no way she's fitting in that
is
maze.
my adorable niece, Kaylee. And Kaylee, what do we have in this box?
We have my pet Squeaky.
Squeaky can do the maze?
Yeah.
So we put a little motivation at the end of the maze and let Squeaky get to work. And Squeaky wasted no time in leaving the competition in the dust. Come on, Squeaky. Come on, Squeaky.
Turn around.
Get your turn, Squeaky.
I can't believe this
Yes.
worked.
Oh, that's so embarrassing for your Mark. This is so bad.
Kaylee, can you tell him to go to the finish line?
I can, but I don't want to.
Wait, what? Come on.
There's something wrong with this mouse.
Okay. Yes.
Full body out. Full body out.
And
Science Bob attempted to console me with a scientific explanation for Squeaky's cold feet.
mammals don't like being out in the open because that's where predators are. So right now, it's probably feeling a little more protection.
So knowing this, we gave Squeaky a nice protected VIP line straight to the cheese. And soon enough,
Oh, that's it. Go into Science Bob's clothes. That would be awesome. Yes. Fall down his
Yes,
pants.
do it.
so I sent my adorable niece Kaylee off to wait.
It's your call how you want to play this.
While we all waited for William's final call.
I will say she cries easy.
And while the judge deliberates his final decision,
Judge.
you might have noticed my backyard has once again sprung up in Crunch Labs. And that's because to help fight summer brain drain and make this your least boring summer ever, by popular demand, we're bringing back Camp Crunch Labs. And this year, not only have we triple reinforced the roof, but we've also added the Fort Nuts Treehouse. And just like last year, it's a 12-week virtual summer camp featuring all new, way bigger mega experiments that I do that look sort of like this. And then super challenges you do at home that look sort of like this. And the best at-home super challenge submission of the whole summer gets a platinum ticket to come out right here with me to be in the 12th and final summer episode. On top of that, usually the Crunch Labs build boxes where we build a really fun toy together, where I teach you all the juicy physics of how they work, comes every month. But to coincide with the weekly Camp Crunch Labs videos and challenges, we can ship them to you every week. So if you want a 12-week summer camp where you can learn to think like an engineer with 0% chance of bug bites and poison ivy, just head to campcrunchlabs.com where you can reserve one of the limited spots, and I'll see you at camp. Now where were we? I think it's time to make a call, William.
Easy choice to make.
1 second. Make eye contact with Kaylee first.
Okay, fine. Everybody wins. You're a winner. You're a winner. The points are negated. No one gets any points.
Which was, perhaps deservedly, a way to call us all losers on that round as we moved on to the tastiest round yet, beans.
Welcome to the Crunch Labs kitchen.
Chef, yes, chef.
Here we go. Warm them up gently, then they will be delicious.
Looks like he's welding beans.
Once they're warmed up gently.
Besides, Bob, you're leaking beans everywhere. This is a crime against beans.
Just like Grandma makes it.
Smells like grandma.
It's like mildly room temperature beans.
5 stars.
So all Kevin's lava had to do was beat room temperature beans.
This is gonna be way better than your laser beans.
Kevin, you look like a chef from the future.
Thank you. Whoa! Oh!
Oh my. Whoa! Get away from it, Kevin.
Okay.
Cool, Kevin!
I have never seen that happen before.
It's like a alien egg omelet. You are a futuristic chef. Look at that.
Look at that!
But to be kind,
And the floor is lava.
we gave him the mulligan.
Oh, the power of a volcano versus these beans.
My God.
Yeah!
Wait, that can of beans is gonna explode.
That's what I'm kind of worried about.
Wait,
Yeah,
is it gonna
Kevin, I would put that down and get away from the beans.
Wait,
Get away, get away, get away, get away,
let's
get away,
step
get away,
away.
get away, get away,
From the
get away.
beans.
Is that getting
Kevin, get away
bigger?
from the beans.
Kevin, join us!
It's getting bigger?
It's gonna explode, bro.
Well, I know. I want to get covered in beans.
So we waited to see if these were truly some ticking time beans.
This is horrifying.
The second I let my guard down, it's gonna explode.
You look like a Muppet.
Is that it? Okay.
It punctured.
I knew you wouldn't do it.
And with these beans being more bust than boom, we had to grab a can opener, seeing as how Kevin's lava.
Whoa!
Never mind.
Are we rolling?
Oh my
Ceiling!
They'll come back down any minute now.
That is quite possibly the biggest and loudest explosion we've ever had at Crunch Labs. And we've had a lot.
Dude, the floor is slippery.
Dude, there's no beans!
Wait, there's no more beans. What?
Fortunately, we found just enough for a taste test
Oh, cool.
before moving on to the X Factor
There's more than one way to boil a can of beans.
with a twist they never saw coming. Because that clear container is actually a vacuum chamber, and by sucking out the air on the chamber, I would lower the pressure on the beans, causing them to boil. You might have noticed this effect when you're at higher elevation in the mountains, where the air pressure is lower and it takes longer for something like your ramen noodles to become soft, even though the water is boiling. With less air pressure, the boiling point of water is as much as 10 degrees lower, so the water just can't get as hot before it turns to steam.
Oh, yes!
They're like rising out with the foam. It's disgusting, Mark.
Looks like a root beer float.
Wait till you taste it.
And once it had been given enough time to really boil, I switched off the vacuum, letting the air rush back in as I prepared to plate.
Judge?
They're colder than room temperature.
So you get negative points because you made the beans colder.
There's only one of these that was memorable, and it was Kevin's bean bomb.
Yes!
So Kevin pulled ahead by 1 point, but it was still anybody's game going into the matches round.
All right, arguably the most expensive way to light a match.
Oh my gosh!
Whoa! The laser worked great, although thanks to Bob's protective eyewear,
You've basically missed the entire back half.
So hard to see.
Don't tell him, don't tell
Or,
him.
I mean, you're doing great, Bob.
but even with his helmet handicap, Bob got the rest quickly.
Wow!
And now for Kevin's contraption, a spaghetti pot with slots he had cut in the bottom and then bolted it to the end of a router motor, hoping the centripetal force would fire the rapidly spinning lava into the matches.
3, 2, 1.
Yeah, nice.
It was quick, beautiful, and left a ton of flames. I can't believe it! Unfortunately for Kevin, the flames just weren't on the matches.
Oh, you're burning it with a crucible. It's not even lava anymore. It got kind of sad.
Here we go.
For the X Factor, I filled a squirt gun with acid in the hopes it would create an exothermic reaction on the match heads, causing them to ignite.
I can have the minions bring you some lava.
I don't need your big lava.
Chemistry.
I think you need a time lapse instead of high speed, Mark.
That's nerd trash talk right there. And so we did put it to a time lapse, and we found out that if we gave it enough time, it still burnt out.
Science Bob had the most effective method of lighting on
Laser.
No way.
So Science Bob was finally on the board as we moved into the flammable butane cans.
We've been trying to answer some important science questions here, and the world wants to know what happens if we hit a laser on a can of highly flammable butane.
fire. What happens?
Well, I don't know, so we're gonna find out.
Oh.
3, 2, 1.
Okay.
Going down, going down.
Not what I was expecting.
Well, that's how you laser.
It was a strong start for laser, and now it was over to lava to see if it could be topped. Kevin, I see we need bunker protection for this.
Oh, why? Because it's going to be so good?
It's gonna be dangerous.
That means it's good.
Despite my best judgment, I allowed Kevin to continue as he attempted to ignite a butane canister by dumping a bunch of lava on it. And the result was actually gorgeous. As the venting butane forced the viscous flow of lava streaming back up into the air.
Whoa!
And when it was finally through,
Look at the bubble on the floor.
it left so much to see
Whoa, look at the lava spike on that. Obsidian dagger.
and a lot to hear.
That's
It's like lava ASMR. And even some stuff to wear.
I think we officially have the world's most dangerous contact lenses.
But I could beat all that. Gentlemen, you'll find your butane can attached to the ceiling here with an electromagnet. If I push this button, it drops. Drops onto what? Well, it drops onto this helicopter that spins these little arms. They're not wooden arms, they are swords.
Those are katanas, I believe.
Then what? Sterno flames all around in the container to ignite the butane.
So you took two swords and bolted them to a motor.
1500 RPM motor.
You're gonna stay on it?
In theory. I lit the candles as I prepared to say hello to victory and potentially goodbye to Crunch Labs. Mwah. Here we go. Spin her up! Oh,
Is that as fast as it can go?
no.
Oh, no.
You should say stuff like that, Kevin.
Oh! Okay, I'm good there.
Oh,
Okay, here we go.
Mark, this is
3,
terrifying.
2, 1.
So cool.
Look, perfect slice.
I feel like the X Factor finally brought something interesting to the table.
Which put the scores here, headed into the final 2-point showdown. All right, gentlemen, what do you think?
That one kind of looks like me.
Yeah, that's by design.
Uh-oh.
I'm guessing this is not a race.
Yeah, your goal is to sink a boat. The lake had 3 boats in it, each filled with a self-portrait mannequin and a few gas cans to make things more interesting. Quite simply, first to sink a boat wins, starting with Kevin, who is resorting to some medieval tactics.
Hey, Kevin, you know what I think of your little catapult?
What do you think, Bob?
I think it's really cool. I hope it works.
Oh, Bob.
Sorry, I'm not good at trash talk.
Bring in the lava! You guys don't have any minions.
All right, Kevin, this better be cool.
Oh, we're locked and loaded. Here you go. You guys ready?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1, fire!
You didn't even get close to the boat.
I don't want to hurt myself.
Oh, look, it's sizzling.
Wow. All right, more lava. 3, 2, 1, fire! I should be splashing him with lava, not water. I would have hit it, but it missed.
This is it, Kevin.
Launch lava at you like normal people do.
I think if we take the lava out of the crucible, it'll go farther.
Just straight projectiles
Yeah,
at this
yeah,
point.
just a red hot crucible, no lava.
Okay.
It was his last shot,
3, 2, 1.
so he gave it everything. And by sheer luck, he hit one of the gas can triggers.
We just dropped the bomb and kept going.
And we waited for the ship to sink, but alas, it did not.
Wow, Kevin.
My lava minions are fired!
All right, gentlemen, my strategy here is kind of simple.
Simple man, simple strategy.
Continuing with the medieval theme, flaming arrow.
He doesn't even have a quiver.
He's just like strapping him to his back.
By the way, I got my archery merit badge in Boy Scouts.
Is that why it's not catching on fire? It looks like it's supposed to catch on fire.
Oh yeah.
Okay, straight and true.
Oh my God. That was supposed to look cooler. The X Factor's back, baby.
Here we go. Got it. Oh,
Definitely the wind.
there is no wind.
This is so sad. The lake is littered with arrows. Oh! People look up to you, Mark.
Oh yeah.
Hey, Arrow Boy.
Wait, I thought you were gonna trash talk.
I was just gonna say good luck, and I'm rooting for you.
Well, now I feel bad. Quit being nice, Bob.
Sorry.
This is the last arrow.
All right, I gotta make this one count. Okay, here we go. Flaming arrow. Dang it!
And then there was one!
This game is rigged! And with my boat even less sunk than Kevin's, the stage was perfectly set for Science Bob to steal away the victory.
All right, boys. So now we have added an extender on here.
This is a big moment because you're down by one, but this is
Stakes
a
are high.
two-pointer.
I literally have to light myself on fire out there.
Oh yeah, sorry, Bob.
Me and a Ryan Seacrest hairdo.
I think it's a good look.
It's way better than my regular hair.
All right, Bob.
Bob's about to pull a
3,
Titanic.
2, 1. Okay, he's firing.
Oh!
We got fire.
Hit it, Bob! Let's go!
Go! Cut the boat in half, Bob.
We have to let it cool. Mark, all right, still going.
Oh yeah, look at you burned yourself.
Bob, you're on fire.
Whoa!
That's what I'm talking about.
Bob, you have no mercy.
It's already dead, Bob.
I really want to win this.
It's sinking.
I think it's sinking. Bob, you animal! Relentless!
I mean, I think you win so far, but
Okay.
And as the USS Laser sunk into the watery depths, like any good captain, Science Bob Seacrest went down with the ship. Look, it could be anyone's game at this point. Will, what's the call?
It's golden hour. You look incredibly handsome, but you're still the loser. Bob.
Yeah.
Bob did damage.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
What? You get a hug?
Thank you.
And of course, I promised you a brand new boat, so there it is.
Oh, that's my boat. But I don't want that boat.
Have you ever wanted to go ice skating without having to deal with all that pesky cold ice? Or maybe fully investigate the viscous effects of slime? Or maybe use the power of science to make things go boom in a bunch of different ways? Well, if so, get ready for your least boring summer ever,
What?
because Camp Crunch Labs has you covered with a 12-week virtual summer camp. Now, a big part of the fun are the weekly episodes where we learn the really cool science behind mega experiments like this. But I think my favorite part is seeing all the at-home Super Challenge submissions, where you use your own creativity and budding engineering skills to blow my mind. In fact, the best Super Challenge submission of the whole summer gets a platinum ticket to come right out here to be with me for the final episode, where, as you can see, we don't hold back any punches. On top of that, usually the Crunch Labs build boxes where we build a really fun toy together where I teach you all the juicy physics of how they work comes every month. But to coincide with the weekly Camp Crunch Labs videos and challenges,
Did it change anything?
we can ship them to you every week for 12 weeks straight. So don't spend all summer super bored as you forget everything you learned last year, and instead attend Camp Crunch Labs, where you'll have a blast. Growing your brain in delightful ways as you challenge yourself and learn to think like an engineer. Now, Camp Crunch Labs is for all Crunch Labs subscribers, so if you haven't somehow subscribed yet, head to campcrunchlabs.com to reserve one of the limited spots, and I'll see you at camp.